Welcome back to the show. The Beneath the Armor Men's Conference is an effort to prevent generational trauma before it starts. We welcome to Good Morning Michigan today Dr. Bernadette Atanga along with Anne Marie Atanga. Tell us all of the details. Good morning.
Good morning, Matt.
Yes, thank you for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
Let's talk about, you have a book, right?
Yes.
Tell us about your book and a little bit about your background.
Yes, so the book is Beneath the Armor, 8 practical strategies for men to embrace vulnerability and lead with authentic strength. So I'm a physician. I've been in this community for 25 years, physician for 30 years, 5 years in Italy. And I've worked with men intercontinentally. And one of the things I notice is that physical health also presents with emotional health that people don't address.
They're tied together.
They're tied together. And a lot of that is also, for men in particular, emotional suppression is a culture that men are raised with. And unfortunately, it leads to anger, depression, aggression. And what we're trying to do is help them heal through this conference, the Beneath the Armor, which is taken from the book. Because when men heal, communities heal.
That's some very deep things to talk about, but it's important. Talk about why you're looking forward to hosting this conference.
Yeah, it is the first time in this community that I'm doing the conference. I've done it internationally, and this time I'm doing it with my daughter, who has been with me ever since she was little through these conferences. And this time she's participating with her background in neuroscience.
So to take the floor here with your background, how are you hoping to help men?
Definitely. I was thinking that being able to introduce science education, especially about the brain in a way that's not too intimidating, can help people understand how taking care of their brain can take care of their physical and mental health.
And I'm sure over the years you've learned a lot from your mom, right?
Yes, absolutely. She's always been so inspiring to me. Seeing her take care of the community in addition to take care of her family and everybody around her has been so inspiring.
Why do you think it is so hard sometimes for men to be vulnerable?
Yeah, I think it's not their fault. It's what culture has programmed them to be. Because from when they're little, as little boys, when a boy tries to express emotion, they say, no, don't cry.
Yeah,
you're
toughen
a boy.
up, right?
Toughen up. You're not a girl. And so I think culture has done a disservice to men. And then now we say they're not emotional, but we program them to be that way. And I think now what we see is with healthy expression, that is going to be great. In fact, tomorrow we have one of our speakers is a gentleman from this community who has actually exemplified that, who has embraced vulnerability and has really been a model of what we are talking about and how healing can come.
He's sharing his story. So
Yes.
This conference, when and where is it happening and who can come?
It's going to be tomorrow at the first session is at 11 o'clock, which we want people to come, and then 12:30 at the Gloria Flint Public Library. And it's tomorrow, Saturday 10, and they can find information on my website, which I think you have that
Yes. If you have your smartphone out as well, you can also scan that QR code to learn more information about this Beneath the Armor Men's Conference. And it sounds like an interesting opportunity to just maybe learn and listen, right?
And everybody is open for everybody. It's talking about men, but it's for men and women,
Men and women.
adult children, because we need to learn about the men in our lives.
Wonderful. Thank you for the work you're doing and thank you for filling us in.
Thank you very much for having us.